Allow us at Eddie B Productions to capture, create, and celebrate all of your greatest moments. Let us turn your joy into memories that will last forever. As we remember our beloved Eddie Blick Jr., the very reason we do it all, we aim to put a smile on your face and also your heart. Whether a birthday party, wedding planning, organizing an event, or photography, we can service all your needs. You can follow us on Instagram at Eddie B Productions, email us at eddie_productions93 at outlook.com, or call us at 410-303-0101 for all your event planning, decoration, fun, and photography needs. We look forward to working with you.
All right, so welcome back. It is Saturday and it's 12:30 and we are back for Use Your Voice with Michelle Mapenzi on Trivia's Inspirational Radio. Shout out to Trivia for giving a sister like me an opportunity to do what I absolutely love. Shout out to everybody listening on Trivia's Inspirational Radio. I know y'all mad the music that cut off because the music be bomb all the time. I truly understand. But just give me 1 hour. We're going to talk about the Ladies League of Baltimore today. And the Ladies League of Baltimore has our 1-year anniversary coming up. And I'm trying to get these tickets sold. We want to be sold out by the end of the week. So I am doing my very, very best to get as many of our remaining tickets sold. And so anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I'm going to be talking about that via service, right? And I'm going to be, of course, reading from Ayanla's book, One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. Y'all know that's my absolute favorite in the whole world. And so that is pretty much what I'm going to be doing today. As I mentioned, we are trying to get our 1-year anniversary tickets sold. Our 1-year anniversary is going to be August the 13th. The doors open at 6. We will begin at 7. We have dinner, we have recognition, and we have celebration. That means party, okay? Come on out, get you a drink, grab you some Great Gatsby's attire, which is like Harlem Nights, 1920s. Yeah, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Get your attire now. Get ready to come. Our members will be dressed in red, black, and white, which is our Ladies League of Baltimore colors. And so I want you guys to grab those tickets. Those tickets are on Eventbrite. You can just put in Ladies League of Baltimore 1-year anniversary. It'll come up. You can put in LLOB anniversary. It will come up. You can just put in Ladies League of Baltimore and it will come up. You can buy and purchase your tickets there. If you would like to be a vendor at the event, we are looking for 3 additional vendors. You can get a vendor table. You can also buy your vendor table on Eventbrite as well. You can put in Ladies League of Baltimore 1-year anniversary, LLOB anniversary, whichever you like, you can put that in and you can purchase your tickets there. Bring a friend, bring your spouse, bring your significant other, bring your boo, bring whoever you so choose. Come on out and celebrate with us. And I'll talk in a few minutes about what we have been able to accomplish over this year. And I also want to give 2 additional shout outs. Shout out to LaTonya Walker for starting the Ladies League Social Network, starting this great and wonderful organization in Detroit. and giving me the opportunity to bring it here to Baltimore. And an additional shout out to my sister Stephanie in Jacksonville, Florida, who will be launching in October. They got some sneak peek meetings going on now, so you can definitely join them. I think their next meeting is July the 13th. But anyway, I'll post that on my page. You can join me on Michelle Mapenzi. If you're not already a friend of mine, you can join me on Michelle Mapenzi on Facebook or Instagram. And so last shout out is to my sister girl, Maisha Harvey. I am wearing her shirt and her brand today, Focus Brand. Check her out, Maisha Harvey, on Facebook and Instagram. Grab you a t-shirt. I so appreciate you, Maisha. Her and her husband are doing great things over there. They also have a uniform business where you, if you are in the medical field and wear uniforms, you can purchase your uniforms through Maisha Harvey. Again, she is on Facebook and she is on Instagram. Grab your clothing and apparel from her. She is also a Ladies League of Baltimore sister. I absolutely love her. I call her Mama for short. So go on over there and check out Maisha Harvey and her brand today. And again, I start every show reading from excerpts from the book from Ayala Van Zandt, One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. And I'm on day 22 of the book. I was on choice for a long time. My spirit was just on choice for so long. But now I am on day 22, which is about service, right? And what she talks about is the principle we're working with is service. And she says it is our ability to give of ourselves, give of self. For example, your time, your knowledge, and your resources. Okay. So she says service. When we are in service to ourselves or to other people, it is our ability to give of ourselves, our time, our knowledge, and our resources without attachment to the expectation of reward or recognition. What does that mean? To give of yourself without the expectation of receiving any recognition or reward for it. Just giving of yourself just for the love of giving of yourself. Working with a consciousness of love. So it is unselfish giving. It is giving when you are in service to others, you are giving to them unselfishly in love, in pure love, not vain, not envy, not in any type of self accolades. It's not any of that. It's just giving of yourself, your time, your knowledge, and your resources when you are in service to people. And I absolutely love being in service to people, right? I absolutely love being in service to people, giving of my time, my resources, and my knowledge to almost anybody. This is just who I am every day of the week. There's no way I can turn it off or on or whatever. This is just who I am. And so when you think about your service and what you give to others, think about that during the show today. And if you need a little extra dose of it, you can join the Ladies League of Baltimore this evening. We do have a meeting this evening at 6 o'clock. You can join us where I'm going to be doing the millionaire mindset and how you can incorporate service into your business and into sisterhood and have a millionaire mindset while doing it, right? And then what it is that you reap for having that millionaire mindset that is all centered in service, right? Giving of yourself in an unselfish way. And I know that's different, right? Because the world we live in, money is how we exchange, for things. And I understand that. But I just want to put a service perspective on that because I don't see anything wrong with getting to the bag. Okay. I want to get to my coins just like everybody else, but let's put service in perspective, right? Because what she says here on day 22 is that service is the act of doing what you love for the sake of loving it. I'm going to say it again. Service is the act of doing what you love for the sake of loving it. This is the highest work you can do in the world. She ain't mentioned money. She said that service is the act of doing what you love for the sake of loving it. And this is the highest work you can do in this world. Okay. And so as you give of your time and you give of your knowledge and you give of your resources, she says that is the highest work that we can do in this world. And I'm reading it and sharing it with you because I agree. I think that it is the highest work that we can do in this world. Service is the divine multiplier, she says. It is the divine multiplier. So as you give of your time, you give of your knowledge, and you give of your service, you everything around you is multiplied, divine, multiplied all around you. If you give of yourself unselfishly, everything around you will be multiplied. When you perform in an act of genuine service, she says, giving of your time, your energy, and your resources, as I just mentioned, as an act of love, right? Not for recognition, not so you can get a post on Facebook, not so that they can share it, not so that it can go on Instagram, YouTube, and everywhere else, but just as an act of pure service. She says the universe will multiply what you do and reward you with greater results than you had expected. So, as you give of yourself and you give of your time and your resources and your knowledge, the divine will multiply that beyond what you can imagine, right? Beyond what I can imagine, beyond what we can even put together. That will be multiplied because you're giving of yourself in an unselfish way, right? And I bring this up as it relates to the Ladies League of Baltimore because our primary mission is to work with women, the women in the middle, the woman who works hard every single day, who is doing what she needs to do, either in her profession or in her business. And we work with that woman to build her up personally and professionally, right? So when you think about the Ladies League of Baltimore and you say to yourself, I am the go-to person in my family. I am the person that everybody comes to. I have a family of my own that I have to give and give and give of myself. And I do it unselfishly. But when I need a resource, when I need time, when I need knowledge, who gives to me? Well, the Ladies League of Baltimore is set up for women to be that resource, to give you that knowledge, to give that time to you as you go out and give it to other people, right? So the woman in the middle, this is a place for you to come and be fed, for you to come, not have to organize, not have to sign up for anything per se, not have to, give of yourself. This is where you come to receive what you need to then go back out and give of your time and your knowledge and your resources to other people. This is where you come to get what you need, right? And so that is what the Ladies League of Baltimore does. And we want to build up women in service, build up women to be able to go out and do what they absolutely love to do. And as that happens in our community here in Baltimore, as that happens, we will all begin to get what it is that we need, right? Here in Baltimore, there is so much happening, so much going on, so many things that we don't even can't even fathom why it's happening, but it's so many great things going on in Baltimore. And that's really what I want to focus on. That's what the ladies focusing on. We focus on those of us who have goals, those of us who have dreams, those of us who want to go to whatever that next level is. That's what the Ladies League of Baltimore is here to do. Okay. And we'll be celebrating that again on August the 13th. Doors open at 6 and our celebration will start at 7. We're going to party. We're going to do it all. We're going to do it big. And we're looking forward to having all of you come out. All right. So let's get back to service. Wrapping this whole thing up, she says, service is the act of doing what you love for the sake of loving it. This is the highest work you can do in the world, she says. And service is the divine multiplier. If you want more, give more. Ooh, 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 ooh. I know those of you who are in church, or those of you who are in Islam, or those of you in whatever religion or walk of life you're in, I know you've heard that it's better to give than to receive. And what we're talking about right now is giving of yourself unselfishly and allowing the divine to give that back to you more than you could even imagine, multiplying that in ways that you had not even imagined, because there's just something about giving of yourself. There's something about giving to others that comes back to you. When I think about even my own life, right? And I think about God's grace and mercy that he has shown me. Even I say grace because grace is when you give, when even when you may not deserve it, right? And you know that you don't deserve it, or you know the person doesn't deserve it. You give them that grace and you give anyway of yourself. And God's grace and mercy has just been abundant in my life. There has been many times that I would say I didn't deserve the love that I was receiving. I didn't deserve the accolades I was getting. I didn't deserve the recognition that I was getting. However, God's grace and mercy said you do. And I was able to receive that. And the Ladies League is definitely a testament to that. You know, it is a sisterhood that brings together women from all walks of life and allows me to be in service to them, to give to them, to schedule and to bring in presenters and bring in people that can give of their time and their knowledge and their resources openly, not asking for anything. We just recently had a men's, our first time allowing men into our meeting. We had a men's panel, and the men came out and they spoke from their heart. They gave of themselves, they gave of their time, they gave of their knowledge and their opinions. And I mean, it was electrifying. It was fire. Okay. The men were able to come in and talk to us from their perspective. And then we, as the women, were able to just sit back and listen, hear them out, learn something, get a new perspective, get a new outlook on something. And we were able to just be blessed by their presence and hearing them. And one of the things I learned from the men that I hadn't really spent a lot of time thinking about was that men want to please, naturally want to please the women that are in their lives, from their mothers to their spouses to significant others to siblings to whoever, aunties, whoever that woman is in their life. Their desire is to please those women. You know, they don't always show it, but that is their ultimate desire in their heart. And their ultimate desire is to fix many of them, to come in with solutions and to fix our problems and different things like that. And a lot of times we as women don't want it to be, we're not looking for a solution or a fix. We just listen. We just want you to listen and hear us out. So that was one perspective that I was able to gain from that experience of those men coming in and being of service to us as women, to give us a new perspective on just different topics and different things. It was an excellent, excellent, excellent time. And I appreciate each man that came in and gave of themselves in service to us, because our territory and everything that we had been multiplied because we were able to gain that knowledge freely. No recognition, none of that was given, but it was definitely a great opportunity for us to learn and to grow. And that's what the Ladies League is really all about. All right, so getting back to what Ayala says here. She says, love sparks the fires of passion. Not money, not money. Love sparks the fires of passion. Love does. Not anything else that we can think of and imagine. So just take a few minutes. If you can hear my voice, you're watching on Facebook, wherever, on YouTube, wherever. If you're watching, think about this for a second. Love sparks the fires of passion. What is it that you love? What is it that you love? I remember just asking my son over the years as he was trying to figure things out, like, what is it that you love, right? And he would do this job and do that job. And I'm like, but Joe, you love kids. You know, I'm like, Joe, you love kids. You know, you need to be doing something around kids, and you love sports. So how can we mix your love for kids and your love for sports together, right? And then finally, after years of me saying, he decided for himself that, oh, let me pursue being a gym teacher. Let me pursue helping kids in physical education, because that was a way for him to combine his passion for children and combine his passion for sports into one, and be able to be passionate about what he does each and every day. And that is an example of how we can be in service, right? Because we doing what we love to do, right? So think about this question. What is it that you love to do? Not what people say you love to do, but search your own heart and decide, oh, do I really love that? Or do I love it because other people say I should love it, or other people say I'm good at it, or I excel in that? But is that what you love, though? Because love sparks the fires of passion, right? And so when you're passionate about it, you're going to do it, and you're going to do it with umph. You're going to do it with everything you got. You're going to search your heart and search your mind, and you're going to do it. And when you love it and you're passionate about it, what I love about it is usually no excuses. We make no excuses when we love it and we're passionate about it. Think about that pair of shoes you wanted. I don't care if they didn't have it at the first mall. You went to another mall, you went to another store, you went to wherever, you was gonna get them shoes, right? I see people standing in line for shoes. I think they Jordans or Jordan ones or whatever you call them, and they standing in a line for hours and hours and hours to get those shoes. They passionate about them shoes. They love them shoes, right? So we have to then turn around and do that for the other things that we love in life. And it doesn't have to be things that we spend money on. You can be passionate about other things. You can be passionate about nature. You can be passionate about trees. You can be passionate about animals. You can be passionate about drawing. You can be passionate about many things. And it doesn't have to be related to spending money or any of that. Just find what it is that you're passionate about, because, or find it what it is that you love, because if you find what it is that you love, that's going to spark the fire of passion, and nobody will be able to take it away from you. Nobody will be able to convince you you can't do it. Nobody will be able to do anything but support, love, and appreciate what it is that you love, because you're going to be so great at it. You're going to shine bright. You're going to love it. Every time you talk about it, people going to know, my goodness, right? You ever been in love with a, you ever been in love? Listen. Oh, you ever been in love? Can't nobody tell you nothing about somebody you love. Can't nobody tell you nothing, right, wrong, or indifferent. Nobody can tell you about that person when you love them, you know, because, and when you love them unconditionally, nobody can tell you about them. They could be dead wrong and you'll still love them, you know. And so, and the reason is because love sparks the fires of passion. And so we have to begin to think about and surround ourselves with as much love as we possibly can. Okay? Why love? Because love sparks the fires of passion, and passion leads to spontaneity and creativity. Spontaneity and creativity. When you love it and you're passionate about it, you're going to do what it takes to do it. You're going to be creative about it. You're going to do things that nobody ever thought you could do. You're going to do things that nobody ever saw before. You're going to create something that is going to bless somebody that they didn't even know was going to bless them. You're going, and if you're in business, you're going to create a need. You're going to see a need, and you're going to create something that's going to be able to fulfill that need for people, and they may not even thought about it, right? But because you are doing what you love, and that's bringing out that passion within you, now you're able to offer something to the community and fill a need for people that they didn't even know they probably needed at that moment and in that way, right? Because your creativity has gone beyond what they could think about, but you're able to do that. I think about, for example, the mop. And I forget right now off the top of my head, I should know this though. But when you think about the mop and the broom and all the other things that Black people have invented and created that we take for granted today, that we never even thought about. But that if you didn't have a mop, you would have to get down on your knees. And some of us still get down on our knees and mop the floor and do what we're supposed to do. But that mop was created out of spontaneity and creativity, you know, because whoever, and y'all tell me who it was, who, just Google it real quick and tell me who it was that created the map. I know it was a Black person. However, when they created the map, they then allowed us to be able to do what it is that we do with our floors without having to get down on our hands and knees and do it. We can mop the floor now, the pencil, just all the different things, the traffic, like I think that was Garrett Morgan, the traffic, like just all of these things that were created that we need. And it was out of pure passion for wanting to invent something that would help people. And I'm sure if we look into their stories, we will see where they had a passion for something. And that passion was what helped them to create what it is that they were able to create. Spontaneous creativity is the supreme act of trust. So spontaneous creativity is a supreme act of trust. She says, when you trust yourself and the universe enough to give yourself over to the passion of what you love, you are serving humanity and the divine. Again, when you trust yourself and the universe enough to give yourself over to the passion of what you love, you are serving humanity and the divine. And so when you think about business and you think about being in business, think about serving, thinking about giving of yourself, giving of your passion. So if you're in business and you're not passionate about the product or the service that you are offering to the community, I would think again about that particular business. Am I saying that you shouldn't be in business? No. What I'm saying is you may want to be in business in something that you love, that product or that service that you're offering to the community and to humanity. Be passionate about it. Think about it. Are you passionate about it? When I think about Mary Kay, for example, I read the autobiography of Mary Kay, and I loved her autobiography. It's a short autobiography too. A short book. It's not a long read, but I stumbled upon it one day in the in the thrift store because that's where I go to look for books. In the thrift store, you can find some great books in the thrift store, by the way. But I stumbled upon it looking through books in the thrift store and was able to read her story. And if you look at what Mary Kay has been able to accomplish even today, I believe it's $1 billion company. I want to look it up though. Y'all look it up and let me know. However, it has been very successful over the years. And one would assume that Mary Kay started out in the beauty business, in the beauty industry. And that is not true. When I read her story, I believe that Mary Kay started out selling vacuum cleaners door to door. Husband had left her, single mom, needed money, was going door to door selling vacuum cleaners. And stumbled upon wigs and makeup later, right? And took that and ran with it because what she was passionate about was helping women to look better and feel better. She was passionate about it. She was able to get creative with that thing and really be able to build something from that passion. And then she had a gift and a skill set in sales. And so she was able to combine that with the passion for women. And baby, Mary Kay, and this is not a endorsement for Mary Kay, okay? I just love what I love. And I love her story. I love her passion. I love what she was able to accomplish. And I believe it was because her love for what she was doing, the divine was able to multiply that. And that's what I'm saying. We should be able to find something that we are passionate about and that we absolutely love. And listen, God gonna show up and show out and do what he do. You're gonna have to do your part, and then everything else, which is to serve, and then everything else, the universe, God will take care of and multiply that. Because when you trust yourself and the universe enough to give yourself over to the passion of what you love, you are serving humanity and the divine. And the divine God is going to multiply that. It's just is what it is. And how the kids say now, period, poo. It's just period. Period. You don't have to guess, you don't have to jump back and forwards. If it is of love and what God has given you and you're passionate about it, it's going to multiply. It's going to do what it is meant to do. Okay. And she says, have you ever wondered why so many people hate their jobs? Perhaps you are one of the people in that category. If so, then you already know that most of us hate what we do for work, hate the environment that we do it in, hate the people that we do it with, or are sorely disappointed by the rewards we get from being on that job that we absolutely hate. So let's just stop there for a second because I got another half an hour, okay, to do this. Let's just stop right there for a second. Let's think about where we work and where we spend most of our time? Is it in environments and places that we absolutely love? Most of us are in environments and places that we absolutely hate. Now, do I have something against jobs? You got to make a living. That's the world that we live in. I wish that we had a different system. I wish that we could be self-sufficient more so. I wish that we were able to all just be able to offer goods and services to people and reap a benefit. I wish none of us had to go and clock a time, punch in a time clock or any of that. That's what I truly desire. However, if we are in this society where we have to work, or we decide not to have a business of our own, but we choose to work, how many of us are choosing that in environments that we don't love, that we don't like, or we're in jobs that we don't even like it? We don't have any love for it at all. It is just a paycheck. Oh my God, when I think about it, it just makes me cringe. My skin get the itching and everything, because I know firsthand how miserable that could be. I know firsthand how it is and how it feels to have to work a job because you got to pay the bills and you got to do what you got to do, but you absolutely hate it. I know how it feels to walk into a job even before you get out of your car, and it takes you a while to get out that car because you hate it so much. I know how that feels. I'm telling you right now, I know how it feels. I know how it feels to walk in a job and hate everybody in I know how to walk. I know how it feels to walk and be in a place where you are not passionate about it, and just totally hate it. And I also know how it feels to be in a job where you love the environment, you love the people you're working with, you love the people you serve, and you love the product you're offering. You love what you are doing because it fits your gifts and your talents, and it's right where you need to be. I know how it feels on both sides of it. And I will tell you, you will sleep better at night. Your blood pressure will remain normal. Your mental health will be much better. Your life will be peaceful, and everything around you will be of love. If you do what you love, you do what you're passionate about, your environment speaks to that. And I like the new song that Beyonce has out, You Won't Break My Soul. And she talks about release the anger, release the stress, release the job, release all of these things that may not be serving us, because when we release it and we can do what we love, that's going to spark the passion. And the passion is what's going to get you up every day. The passion is what's going to give you peace in your life. The passion is what's going to make you want to do what you do for the rest of your life until you choose not to do it anymore. And many of us who do what we love will probably be doing this until we get in the ground. You get what I mean? Or wherever we going. We will probably do it until infinity, right? Because it's just who we are, right? She says most of us think that if the rewards were greater, the conditions were better, the people were nicer, we would feel a lot better at our jobs or our work. This is what we think. But for the most part, it is not true. She says when you subdue your passion to focus on reward and outcome, there's no expression of love. The foundations of human nature is that we need love. We crave love. We grow in a loving environment. It's not that money, I'm sorry, it's not the money that is missing from the workplace. It is the love. It is the service. See, it's not that money is the problem. See, we need to remove that. That should be secondary. What the first thing, the main thing, the focus should be is love and passion, then money, right? If you love it and you're passionate about it, the money is going to come. I promise you're going to eat. But we cannot continue as a community to continue to be in these places and positions that do not serve us, because it doesn't serve us. We're not able to serve others with love, and it has a negative impact on us mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It affects you. It's no way to get around it. It is no way to get around it. That's what I'm trying to say. So going back to what she said originally, have you ever wondered why so many people hate their jobs? Have you wondered how? Because what I like to say is that these little micro things that we accept in our lives that we think are small things, like staying on a job that we don't love and being in environments that don't love us and there is no love. We think that that's a small thing and, oh, I can just deal with that and do that, and it doesn't have an effect. It has an effect, because if you continue to do that, you will do that in other areas of your life too. You will begin to accept things that are not loving, that are not kind, that are not peaceful, that are not healthy in other areas of your life as well, because you've accepted it over here. And we think it's just over here. It's not. It's like cancer. It begins to spread itself in every area of your life. And then you look up, and not only are you phony on the job, you phony with the people you love, you phony with your friends, you phony everywhere you go. And these things begin to seep into our behavior, seep into our minds first. And then it begins to seep into every area of your life. That's the problem with it. That's the problem with it, because if you accept it there, you will begin to accept it, and that will become your comfort zone. And many of us, we get stuck in these jobs, we get stuck in these relationships, we get stuck in these situations with people, and we can't find our way out of them because we have now got comfortable with in toxic environments, instead of getting comfortable in loving, supportive, nurturing, peaceful places. Now we've gotten comfortable to chaos and toxicity and drama and messiness and backbiting and all of these types of things. I recently went through a situation where I realized I was doing some gossiping about the situation, and I had to check myself because I was hurt by the situation, and so I began to gossip. And that's not really my style, but I was so hurt by the situation. I was like, I feel as though I was gossiping about it, even though it really was helping me to the people that I was sharing it with most of the time. However, we cannot get comfortable doing things like that, because it becomes toxic to us. It separates us from love. Everything that we should do and everything we should say should be all about love. The people you spend most of your time with, the places you spend most of your time in, should be loving. Should be loving. We should seek it out. And if it's not, I'm not saying that people have to agree with you all the time. I'm not saying that you have to get what you want all the time. Because there's, even in love, there's compromise and all of those other things. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there should be genuine love, because that is what is going to spark the passion for everybody. Everybody is going to be more creative. Everybody is going to get more. Everybody's going to have what they need. It's going to be no need for jealousy, no need for envy, no need for any of those things. Why? Because everybody that's there surrounded around you is there out of love, and they are there out of pure passion. And that is going to create the environment that we all excel in, right? And so when we think about service, because I only got a few more minutes left. When we think about service, remember that we're talking about the ability to give of ourselves, and that is in our time, our knowledge, our resources, unselfishly, with no expectation of recognition or reward. And if you're in the people business, can I just talk to those of us who are in the people business? Because those of us who are in the people business, meaning that we are in the service business, we give of our time and our resources and things like that. We don't have a lot of products that we offer. And we're in the people business, and we're in the business of helping people live better lives. When we're in service, we have to make sure that we are surrounding ourselves with love, because we give in a different type of way. Our cup gets empty a lot quicker than the average person who's in a different type of environment. Those of us who are in the people business, us nurses and anybody in the medical field or anybody in the mental health field or anybody who works with the public on a day-to-day basis, we're in the people business. And people can sometimes draw your energy or take from your energy. And we have to make sure that we're in loving environments, because as we're giving, we need to also be able to receive. And so I want us to be in service, but make sure that we're doing it in love and we're doing it with the passion that we had, so that we won't be burnt out doing what it is that we do. Because if you're in the people business, you can experience what we call compassion fatigue really quickly if you're not caring for yourself, if you're not in loving environments, if you're not around loving people, if you're not doing what it is that you love and you're passionate about it. And here's another thought. If you're in the people business, you're a nurse, you're a doctor, pharmacist, medical technician, nursing assistant, phlebotomist, you're in the mental health field, you do PRP, you're a mental health consultant, you're a therapist, you're a psychiatrist, whatever you might be doing, if you're in the people business and you don't particularly like to be around people like that, and you're not passionate about helping people change their lives, and you're not passionate about helping people get better, you're not passionate about seeing people go to the next level, please find a new profession that you love and that you're passionate about. Because we don't want to be in things, I don't care what it is, just for the money and for the sake of money. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. And if you want to see your life change and you want to see that peace and that passion and that love and that spark and that energy, just, I call it light. And a girlfriend of mine, Carlita, calls it sunshine. I'm telling you, if you want to see that sunshine just be all over your life, do what it is that you love. Because when you trust yourself and the universe enough to give of yourself over to that passion for what you love, you are serving humanity and the divine, and it's going to be multiplied tenfold. I promise you that. Okay. And when we have our 1 year anniversary, the Ladies League of Baltimore, is going to be August the 13th, 7 to 11. Doors open at 6. We're going to be celebrating the service that we have been given to women for over a year now. July 24th will make it an actual year, but we'll celebrate that on August the 13th. And we're going to be celebrating how we have been in service to the community all this time, how we've been in service to the community and giving personal development, professional development. We've even given back to the community, and we've had community service events. In December, we were able to be in service to about, I think it was 23, 25. Don't hold me on that number. I know I should know the number, but I don't recall. And I know it was over 20 families that we were able to be in service to. And this is not for reward or recognition. This is just you giving an example of being in service. The Ladies League of Baltimore is about personal and professional development of women and community service. Basically, that is what we do in a nutshell. Personal and professional development of the woman in the middle and community service. LaTanya started the organization and understood that we had to give back. We had to continue to show love to the community. We had, because we're a part of the community, right? And so what I'm offering is that in service to the community, that's done in pure love, not recognition, not for reward, not for any of that, but pure love, right? And that means even if you choose not to be a part of the Ladies League of Baltimore, we still love you. Even if you choose not to celebrate with us, we still love you. Even though we want you to come out, we want you to be there with us as we celebrate our 1 year in service to Baltimore and in service to women here in Baltimore. We love you regardless, because that's not what it's about. It's about love and knowing that God will multiply anything that we touch, think, feel, and believe, because we are doing it in love, right? And so I just want to, lay that out there and be real clear. The Ladies League of Baltimore, we're celebrating our 1 year anniversary, August the 13th. Doors open at 6. we're going to have a celebration from 7 to 11, and that's going to include partying. Yeah, we're gonna party because we've been at this for a year now, and I am ecstatic to talk about the number of members that we have. The walk We have women from all walks of life. I'm excited to talk about all of those walks of life and what every woman has been able to contribute to the Ladies League. I am looking forward to giving them an opportunity to express what the Ladies League has been and how the Ladies League has served them this year. And I'm looking forward to an opportunity for us to just be party and to celebrate everything that we do. We are doing the Great Gatsby's theme, and that is very dear to my heart. And so I am looking forward to that. As I mentioned, we have been in service now, the Ladies League of Baltimore, serving the woman in the middle for a year now as of July 24th. And we are ecstatic about that. We are ecstatic about it because women have been able to come and get what it is that they needed. And I'm excited about that because that means that women are better, right? That a woman is now getting what she needs, and now she can go out and be who she needs to be for her family, for her immediate community, for everything surrounding her on her job or in her profession or in her business or wherever, because that is what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about helping women go to the next level, live their best lives. That's what I'm passionate about. And in everything that I do, I want to help women. I'm not discriminating against the men now. Okay, I love men too. I love them, love them, love them. Just so y'all know, I'm not discriminating in any way. But we have to do what we love, and we have to do what we're passionate about. And I am passionate about helping women to be who they are, whatever that might be. I don't have an ulterior motive. I don't have any intentions other than helping women to get what it is that they want. And because that's the gift that I was given. And that's what I love and what I'm passionate about. When I see my sister Maisha have her clothing brand, you would think it's mine, right? I'm just excited. I get excited about that when I see one of our sisters, Tia Richards, get recognition in the Sun paper for what she's doing and how she's helping young men come up and buy property in Baltimore. I get excited, right? When I see my sister Kalada going out and doing pop-up shops and having her own business, and now she has her own podcast. When I see that, I get excited, right? When I see my sister Octavia work with those babies every day and be passionate about it and love up on them children, I get so excited about that, right? When I see my sister Trivia start her own radio station and do the dang thing, and now she got all different types of hosts and shows going on, I get excited about it. I'm passionate about it. That is what I am here to do, to help and encourage women to go to the next level. And while doing that, I love to teach. And so I try to teach what it is that I learned and share that so that we can live our very best lives, right? That's what I'm passionate about. When I'm working with the ladies at Pivot, I'm passionate about them to go, passionate about helping them to go deep so that they don't keep continuing to make the same mistakes over and over that may have led them to prison or jail or incarcerated or whatever it may have been, parole and probation, or on the box, or just in a bad place, right? I am passionate about those things. And the Ladies League of Baltimore, we as a sisterhood are passionate about it. That's why our slogan is "We rise together." We rise together, not just she rise and she rise, but we rise and we all rise together. Because when we do what we love to do, as Ayanla says here, the divine will multiply that. When we're passionate, when we love, it sparks the fire of passion. And that passion is going to continue. I don't care who, what, when, where. You can't change it. You can't try to do overs. This is just how it works, y'all. Okay. So if you love what you do, you're not going to have any issues. You're not going to have any problems. Hey, Octavia, thanks for being on, girl. I appreciate, everybody who's listening, everybody who's watching. I appreciate everybody that's going to purchase a ticket for the Ladies League 1 year anniversary. I'm going to close us out because I got 10 minutes. I'm going to close us out with how Ayala says that we can continue and what it is that we have to do to be in service and to bring that passion and that love to everything that we do. And I just want to say finally, again, if you're in a relationship, you're surrounded by people, you're on a job, you're in business, and it's not what you're passionate about, you don't love it, make a change. Set a plan today to make a change. And before you do that, ask yourself, do you do what you love and do you do what you're passionate about? Because Ayala ends that whole day 22, by saying, do what you love. Do it with passion. Do it with the understanding that if you are never rewarded with money or recognized by people, you are making a valuable contribution to yourself. I'm going to say it again because it just blessed my whole life. I'm going to bless them tonight at the Ladies League meeting because I got something in me I need to give. And I am going to go into more detail about this evening at the Ladies League of Baltimore meeting. It's at 6 o'clock. It's via Zoom. You can inbox me if you need the link. She says, do what you love. Do it with passion. Do it with the understanding that if you are never rewarded with money or recognition by the public, you are making a valuable contribution to yourself. Shift your focus from money to love. And shift your attention from money to love. It's a difference. It feels different. It's peaceful. It's relaxing. It's freeing. When you have love, you want to give of yourself freely. No strings attached. Nobody holding and constraining you and making you feel like you're in bondage. When you love that job, you can go in there with a smile on your face, with your head held high, bubbly and bright and sunshine if that's your personality. But whatever it is, you will do it better. You'll have a smile on your face. You won't go in there mugging people, looking at them, straightening your face up, putting wrinkles on your face. You can do it smiling. You can do it with just light, And many of us have never experienced that. Not many of us have never experienced not being stressed and not being upset and not being defensive. Many of us have never felt that way. Not many of us have never been in the offensive position on a job ever. We've only been defensive. That's going to bring your stress up. That's going to bring your high blood pressure up. That's going to make you sick. That's going to make you not like people. That's going to make you want to not even be around people. Isolate, withdraw, just evil, mean, not smiling, not light, not loving, not feeling like you could dance at all given times, not just being good with the world and everything around you. It's possible. Do what you love. When you have love, you want to give of yourself. When you give of yourself for the sake of love, the impersonable, perfect laws of the universe demand. The laws of the universe demand. God will demand that you must be rewarded tenfold, that your life will be multiplied, that you will get everything that you need. Stop worrying about survival. I'm going to say it again. Stop worrying about survival. You're going to eat. You're going to have a roof over your head. You're going to have somewhere to sleep. Okay? You're going to have water to drink. You're going to have a place to use the bathroom. Get what I'm saying, right? You're going to have everything that you need. Stop worrying about survival. You have survived already. You survived. You will survive. Understand that when you serve, when you give to the universal multiplier, you will be rewarded. And I'm not talking about an Oscar or the BET Award or the Soul Train Award or any of that. You will be rewarded. You will you will be taken care of. Do not measure your value and worth by external standards. Do not compare yourself or what you do and love to what anyone else is doing. If you wait for someone to tell you that you are great and to reward you for that greatness, and it never happens, you may convince yourself that you are living a worthless existence. See, we've got to love it because it when you love it, it don't matter. I don't care if anybody gives me an award for anything. I love what I do every day. I love what I do every day. I say it again. I love what I do every day. And I did what I had to do to get here. Ain't nobody give it to me. Ain't nobody, do the work or go through what I had to do the work and do and go through to get here. And I went through hell and high water. Believe that. I had to make sacrifices. I was scared and I was afraid and I was wanting to give up. But one thing I'm not is a quitter. One thing I'm not, if I love it and I'm passionate about it, can't nobody tell me no more about it. Can't nobody tell me nothing. As a matter of fact, because I'm going to do it. And guess what? God going to bring you the people to help you do it. You ain't going to have to do it alone. That's the good thing about it. Everything that has happened within the Ladies League of Baltimore, I have not done alone. I have done with some women who feel the exact same way, who are in love and they're passionate about what they do, and they bring that love and that passion together, and I can't stop it even if I wanted to. That's what I love about it. These ladies come together, and it ain't about me. I was just the vehicle that God used to bring everybody together. And everybody got that person that's just, they can bring everybody together. That's just what God gave me. And I don't mind it. It don't overwhelm me. I just be good, but then I realize, oh, this ain't about me. Oh, this is about these ladies getting it what they need from one another. I got 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna finish this out. Do not compare yourself or what you do in love to what anyone else is doing. If you wait for someone to tell you that you are great and to reward you for that greatness, and it never happens, you may convince yourself that you are living a worthless existence. Remember that you are divine. There's a great deal of worth that is in you. You must love your divine self enough to know that everything you do must be an act of love. That is why we cannot get comfortable in places that are toxic, unhealthy, negative, envious, jealous. We cannot get comfortable in those places because you must love your divine self enough to know that everything you do must be an act of love. Because when it's an act of love, you will get more and more and more. I'd rather be overwhelmed by love than be overwhelmed by hate. I'd rather be overwhelmed by a hug than overwhelmed by a punch. I'd rather be overwhelmed by someone kissing me than overwhelmed by someone spitting on me. I'd rather be overwhelmed by somebody saying hello, 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 than somebody saying, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I'd rather be overwhelmed by love than anything else. Giving of your divine self is in the name of love is the highest honor that you can pay to yourself and those around you. I'd rather be a millionaire in love, baby. I'd rather have a million people say they love me. I'd rather have a million, trillion, tillion, bazillion people say they love me any day. Give me love. Give me love. Let yourself be surrounded by love. Let yourself live in love. Let yourself feel love. Let yourself give love. Let yourself speak love. Let yourself be love and watch how your life change. The Ladies League of Baltimore, our 1 year anniversary is coming up August the 13th. Doors open at 6 p.m. We're going to celebrate and spread the love from 7 to 11 and beyond. But that's just going to be in that event. And you can buy your tickets now on Eventbrite. You can find the link on my page, Michelle Mapenzi, on Facebook or Instagram. You can go to the Ladies League of Baltimore private group on Facebook. You can go to Eventbrite and put in Ladies League of Baltimore. You can put in Ladies League of Baltimore 1 year anniversary, LLOB 1 year anniversary. You can put in any of those things and buy a ticket. Finally, if you can't find it there, you can purchase your ticket. You have to put your name and your phone number in the for section on Cash App, and our Cash App is $ LLOBALTIMORE. So LLO, and then spell out Baltimore with the $. So $ LLO and then Baltimore. Okay, so you can send your money there, Cash App, if you're unable to find us on Eventbrite for any reason. But we will be celebrating August 13th. Join us. I'll see you guys back here next Saturday. Bye.
Allow us at Eddie B Productions to capture, create, and celebrate all of your greatest moments. Let us turn your joy into memories that will last forever. As we remember our beloved Eddie Blick Jr., the very reason we do it all, we aim to put a smile on your face and also your heart. Whether a birthday party, wedding planning, organizing an event, or photography, we can service all your needs. You can follow us on Instagram at Eddie B Productions, email us at eddieb_productions93@outlook.com, or call us at 410-303-0101 for all your event planning, decoration, fun, and photography needs. We look forward to working with you. Allow us at Eddie